Hello friends, welcome to BFSC Fisheries online class. Today we will be talking about the growth models that are often used to determine the age of a fish. To determine the age of a fish, we have seen that there are seasonal rings that can be useful to determine the age of a fish. These are mainly applicable for temperate water fishes. In tropical water, it is always not useful. As we can see that in temperate water there are seasonal changes, and due to changes in per annum, that is because of changes in temperate and there is summer and winter, so there are changes, and that changes can form rings on a particular fish, and that rings can be useful to know that age. So it is useful for temperate fishes, but in tropical water changes do not happen, and thus we cannot determine the age of a fish. For those fishes we can usually apply a growth equation to know the age of a particular fish. Fish growth can be usually seen as a maturation, migration, food and feeding habits, and there is an equation that shows the age of a fish, that is, it is given as von Bartholin-Phi growth equation, and these equations are developed by a scientist named as Puter in 1920. So 1920, a scientist was von Puter who is shown a growth equation in 1920, and this equation can be given as LT equals to L infinite, and that is 1 minus exponent it is and minus k t minus t naught. Here we have seen that in otolith, that is the hard part of a fish, that is used to determine the age of a fish, and there we used to have a equation L equals to A plus BR, that is a equation to give the growth. But here in a von Bartholin-Phi growth equation, here A is determined by minus k t naught and the B is determined by k. K is a growth exponent, or we can say growth coefficient it is. Actually in this growth model we have to do nothing, we have to just remember the equation and something that is important for exam, like we have to know what is A of otolith equation and what is B of otolith equation in case of von Bartholin-Phi equations. In this, L infinity is asymptotic length. We have seen what is asymptotic length. It is a mean length of very old fish. We can see that if a fish is let to grow infinite time, then there is a mean length by which the fish stop growing, means that after that fish won't grow. But in some case, if a fish is grown to a very old age, then after mean age also the fishes used to grow, but in some case it won't happen. Here k is the growth coefficient. It means that how fish approaches its L infinity. So k can determine that if a fish has L infinity higher, it means that it should have a k, that is growth coefficient should be less. It is important if for exam we have to know here that the k, if k is large then L infinity will be small, and if L infinity is large then k should be a small value. Here t naught is arbitrary origin of growth. Arbitrary origin of growth, it means that zero length. And the equation I am explaining what is determined by what. Zero length means that fish for sometimes we can see that if we are taking 0 time interval, then fish has some growth, means it is not that fish hasn't grown and we are taking time 0. So some growth can be there, so it is always taken as a negative value. And here delta L and delta T is equal to A plus B naught and L, and this is bracket T, and the second equation for it, and this is last one is the weight. For this is the length equation and this is for weight equation. So we have to just remember this equation for the exam point of view, and we have to know here just this equation terms, what is signifying what. We don't have to do anything here, we just have to remember all these equations. In the second part, we will be seeing what are the input data for von Bartolet equation. It means that there should be a data available so that we can put that data in that equation so to determine the length of an individual fish. So these data can be age reading and length measurement. Age reading, we have already studied age determination method, how we can determine the age of a fish, that is hard part of the fish. Or we can use the length frequency data. We have seen the Peterson method and the mark recapture experiment. This is a tagging method in which we have to take a particular fish and then we have to measure the length, and then again that fish is sent back to the whatever water we have seen taken, and then water again we have to throw it. So this is not very useful method. Then estimation of age and growth data by counting earrings. Earrings, we have seen that we can count the otolith, we can count the vertebra, and by all this we can estimate the age of a fish. And then is method or equation used to study the growth parameter. So the method that is useful for the growth parameters are, so these are like von Bartolet equation. These are also a growth method equations that is useful to determine the age of a fish, and this can be useful data as a input data for von Bartolet equation. So first is the Gulland or Holt plot. In exam only equations comes and nothing else we have to know. Here just we have to remember the equation, what are the difference in those equation, then what in von Bartolet equation, we just have to remember it. In Gulland and Holt plot, we have seen that it is given in 1955, where delta L and delta T is equal to K naught and L infinity minus LT, where delta T is infinite simile and small value of delta T is taken. In Ford and Walford plot and Chapman's method, first it is Ford equation which is given by 1933, and then Chapman's equation was given in 1946. These methods are to quickly estimate the value of n infinity without calculation. So if we are knowing this equation, we can quickly estimate the value of L infinity. And the Chapman equations are LT is equal to LT plus delta T naught. Here input data is given and we have to remember these equations just. And this Gulland and Holt plot, the important thing here is Gulland and Holt plot does not allow the estimation of third parameter of VBGF, that is von Bartolet equation T naught. So we have shown here that what are important in case of von Bartolet equation and what makes it different from these two equations. So we are here by known about the von Bartolet equation, about these method to estimate the input data, so to know the input data of von Bartolet. Then we have to know here the growth coefficient, where we have seen the growth coefficient that is denoted by K, and this is a very important part. We have seen that if K value will be small, then L infinity will be large, means that the time by which the fish can grow to its mean level, and this is related to the metabolic rate. So we have to know here, this is important for MCQ. So it is related to metabolic rate for pelagic fishes. These are more active than demersal fishes. We know that pelagic fishes are more active than demersal fishes, so they have higher K value. So pelagic fishes will have higher K value, and the tropical fishes have higher K value compared to the cold water fishes. So we have to just know all this. And the tropical fish that have higher K value compared to the cold water fishes, K is directly proportional to M, where M is the mortality. And in short living species, that is tropical species, this is short, M and K is inversely related to Lm upon L infinity, and Lm upon L infinity is actually the index of reproductive stress. growth parameter for crustacean, if we are seeing, then it does not obey the von Butlin-5 model. This is an important questions always used to come, that growth parameter for crustacean do not follow this equation or model, and this is because of molting. In case of crustacean, as the crustaceans grows, molting occurs, and also during the reproduction phase molting occurs. And this is a graph showing the growth parameter for crustacean, because crustaceans have smooth curve due to molting as compared to the other growth parameters. Like for elasmobranch, we can see the smooth curve are showing that the growth parameter for crustacean are smooth, means due to molting changes do not occur. So this is the all about the von Butlin-5 equation and some of the model. And if you are looking for the Schiffer's model or holistic model, we will be discussing it in surplus production model. So this is only for the growth model, which is all about the equation of von Butlin-5, and we have to know only the equation and those scientists who gave these equations, and just have to remember the data. So thanks for all. If you like this channel, then please do like and subscribe. Thank